No Doubt were an American punk and pop-punk band from Disneyland. Well, close enough. They were from Anaheim, California, which is where Disneyland exists. So they existed from 1986 to 2004, and then again from 2008 to 2015, and somewhat famously fronted by Gwen Stefani. They're listed in Wikipedia as pop punk, ska punk, alternative rock, new wave, synth pop, and dancehall. And I had to go away and look at what dancehall is. It's a variant of the reggae family. No Doubt have released 6 studio albums, and they've had quite a lot of mega success. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the 5th album by No Doubt out of their 6. And I'd not heard it as an album before. I am fairly aware of No Doubt. I do like some of their stuff. I've got one of their albums from quite a few years ago. I haven't listened to it, and I can't remember which album it is, so I haven't listened to it for a while. So I want to do a quick, very, very mega simplified history of what I think of as the reggae stream of different types of music, which started in Jamaica and has come out from there and has become, worldwide popular in many ways. And as I say, it's very simplistic. My understanding is fairly shallow as well, which is partly why it's simplistic, but I want to keep it short anyway. So ska was a form of music that happened in Jamaica in the late 50s, and it's called ska because of the offbeat sound, usually done on a guitar or maybe on a keyboard, which goes chip 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 chip, and it's like chip is the ska from it, and it's a fairly fast version of this rhythm. Into the 60s, this morphed into another style occurred, which is less well known, which is rock steady, which was a slowing down of ska, and it's kind of this kind of chick 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 kind of speed. And then into the 70s, that in turn slowed down again and became what was known as reggae. So I, for years, thought that reggae was the start of all of these. No, reggae is kind of the third in line of this, and reggae goes even slower. So it's maybe, or maybe a bit faster than that. Think of Bob Marley stuff is, from the 70s classic reggae. Then we get, in the late 70s, we get dancehall. Now, I haven't quite worked out exactly what that is, and how it relates to dub, which I've only just found out what that is. But it's the late 70s, and it's a sparse version of reggae. But then into the 80s, that got digital and became something called ragga. And I've heard of ragga, and again, I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly what the characteristics are. So big simplifications. And the point of this is because this album is called Rocksteady, and No Doubt have been described as having dancehall in the mix, and on Wikipedia this is listed as dancehall rather than rocksteady, and other things as well. And there's always been, ever since punk kind of happened and then kind of morphed a bit, there's always been this relationship between punk and ska particularly, and two-tone in the UK, but all sorts of forms of reggae as well have this kind of weird link with punk. So I don't know why this link is there, but it is. So this album is actually a mixture of loads of different stuff. I would say the predominant feel is of pop, but it's kind of, some of it's punk pop and some of it's kind of got reggae of different speeds. So I would say that some of it feels kind of rock steady to me, as the name of the album. I'm not admitting to knowing exactly what dancehall means, so whether that's true in this case. So it's kind of pop and punk and rocksteady / reggae stuff going on in here, and it felt like a box of sweets. It's just all really kind of sweet and bright and shiny, but good. It's a box of good sweets. I don't know. It depends what you really like. So licorice, all sorts, but maybe shinier than that somehow. It reminded me at times of Madonna. It reminded me at times of Beyonce, and of other groups like that. The kind of the pop soul end of stuff, but it really does just mix it up loads. My favourite track is probably Making Out. There's a song Running, which is very like an 80s kind of pop ballad. There's Hella Good, which is the second track. So the first is just an introduction. It was really good groove, really like that. It very much reminded me of Madonna, of the similar kind of time. So I liked it. I really did feel that it was a good album. There was some songs I was less engaged by, but some of the songs I was really kind of, bopping my head along to and enjoying quite a lot. So, I'll admit that there's a lot of pop that I won't like, but there's good end of pop I definitely really like. So it depends on the kind of the stylings and the way that it's done. And the punk end of pop often is one that has appealed to me. So I really like Blondie from back in the 80s. I'm enjoying discovering No Doubt. And quite a while ago, I reviewed Paramore. And I feel like there's a continuity there with these kind of pop punk bands that are female-led that just have a similar feel to them, which is good. Anyway, I loved it. What do you think? I'd love to know your opinion, so please let me know by putting it in the comments box down below and pressing enter. That's it from me for now.